Hi guys, Sci-Fi Recapped here. Before we start, warning, spoilers ahead. Today, I'm gonna explain a 2020 Chinese fantasy and adventure movie called Soul Snatcher. The movie begins with a little fox clinging onto the brink of a cliff. Seeing that fox is about to fall to death, a young boy pulls it up but accidentally slips off the cliff. The fox attempts to help the kid, but his sharp claws scratch his hand instead. Unfortunately, the kid loses his grip and plunges down the cliff. The fox immediately rushes down to help him, but he is not moving at all. The fox is very sad, and a teardrop lands onto the wound on the kid's hand. 500 years later, in a tribe of fox spirits in human forms, all young fox spirits gather and are going to take on a quest to achieve immortality. However, one of them, 13, does not have a ticket, thus he is not allowed to get in. His friends even make fun of him because of his incapability. A few moments later, a 9-tailed fox comes in and transforms into an old man who is the chief of the tribe. He explains that the young fox spirits have to acquire the elixir of souls, which can be found in targeted human bodies or Klaman, in order to gain powers. Several students manage to secure the black elixir, and one of them, Az, who is the best among them, successfully transforms into a 5-tailed fox. After that, the elder announces that next month there will be an opportunity for the young fox spirits to acquire the white elixir of the soul, which only occurs once in 1,000 years. This white elixir allows the chosen fox spirits to transform into a 9-tailed fox, which is the strongest fox in history. The students then gather around a magic stone to be assigned a mission. Out of nowhere, 13 suddenly shows up and joins the other students, hoping that he will be assigned a mission too. He is extremely happy when a lot is written on his hands, even if it is not as complete as other students. After the ceremony, the chief explains to 13 that he is destined to become a first-class or 9-tailed immortal fox and returns to heaven. However, he was joking as he later states that 13 was found by the roadside. He adds that 13 has no immortal background at all and must be careful if he doesn't want to be transformed back into his original form. The old man then hands over a knife to help him complete his mission. 13 then goes away to find his elixir while stealing a talking stone, or called Wuxi, from him. Because a lot of students have died recently while pursuing their elixir, the elder asks a man to assist 13 as he is not strong enough. Long story short, 13 arrives at a village where a young scholar, Jajin, is looking for a man in a painting. He meets 13 and asks the same question to him, but is ignored. Wuxi informs him that the targeted human or Klaman who is keeping his elixir is nearby, and 13 starts looking for him. He comes across an old priest who is able to cure people from their diseases. The old priest traps ghosts in paintings and manages to cure a kid by using blood from one of his paintings. Later, 13 meets Jajin again. He is shocked and accidentally kicks Jajin's donkey away, causing it to run away. The donkey comes back and headbutts 13, bringing him with it and wreaking havoc in the entire village. While Jajin is chasing after his donkey, the old priest secretly casts a protection spell towards Jajin's body. In the middle of the forest, the donkey drops 13 and runs away. Jajin begs him to return the donkey, but he runs away and Jajin chases after him. A few moments later, both of them are exhausted and arrive in an abandoned temple. 13 then realizes that Jajin is his Klaman and figures out that he is going to take an exam to become a government official. Thus, he becomes kind towards him and promises that he will escort him to the city. Jajin explains that the man in the painting is Daoran, his elder brother and the donkey's owner, who also went to complete the exam. At night, when 13 is about to kill the Klaman, the guardian who was assigned earlier to assist 13 appears and suggests him to lead the Klaman into a dangerous situation where he will become hopeless or fearful. The next day, the donkey, which is actually 13's guardian, transforming into it, has been found, and it makes the scholar happy. The unlikely duo builds up their friendship as they become travel companions. Since then, Jajin calls his new friend Xiao Bai. They eventually arrive at a misty and quiet village where a lot of scholars are preparing themselves for the imperial examination. Both of them decide to rest there for a night. At night, Xiao Bai is lured by a frog that produces gold from its butt. Jajin follows his path until he meets the owner of the academy. Suddenly, he is attacked by a frog's tongue and is brought to another dimension. The sleepy Jajin is then welcomed by a giant frog demon. He tries to run away, and suddenly Xiao Bai arrives to help him. The frog even uses his power to blow Jajin and Xiao Bai away. They manage to hide, but it doesn't take a long time for the frog to spot them. The demon frog manages to capture Xiao Bai and swallow him while the scholar runs away. It turns out that Xiao Bai has been working together with the frog to scare him. However, the Claman comes back to save his friend, this time equipped himself with a torch. The academy owner transforms himself back to the demon frog, whose tongue is burned by him. The frog uses his sucking skill, causing the torch to fly towards his mouth and burn his entire mouth. Xiao Bai eventually is blasted out of its mouth, hitting the wall like an arrow to the bullseye, while the wounded demon frog is carried away by the baby frogs. Long story short, they continue their journey by using a boat. The guardian suggests Xiao Bai to bring the Jajin to Jiakang City, where there is a girl who can reveal the color of the elixir. The Claman awakens, causing the frog demon to jump into the water and the guardians to transform into donkeys. Xiao Bai reveals his true identity to him, that he is a fox spirit. After he promises that he won't eat him, Jajin comes out and cures Xiao Bai's wound. On the other side, the frog helps them to move the boat. Jajin shares a story about Daoren, telling that he is his role model, and Xiao Bai will help him to find Daoren. They finally arrive at Jiakang City, where a lot of beautiful ladies are gathered. Suddenly, Jajin is directed by a young boy to an exclusive building where somebody has been waiting for him. He gets inside the building and is welcomed by Xiao Bai's guardian, who disguises himself as a girl. He's then brought to a room where he meets a beautiful ghost, Yinglian, who is able to reveal the quality and color of the elixir. Yinglian is very attractive and attempts to seduce the innocent Jajin. However, the Claman knows the limit and refuses to kiss her. He attempts to leave, but Yinglian keeps teasing him. When she tries to approach Jajin, she's thrown away by the spell casted by the old priest previously. Yinglian pretends to be okay, but she keeps being thrown away every time he turns around. The beautiful ghost is so desperate because she couldn't get close to him. However, Jajin already falls in love with Yinglian and states that he will marry her. Yinglian tries to scan his whole body, but sees nothing because he is protected. After he falls asleep, she informs Xiao Bai that she saw nothing and couldn't reveal the elixir color. On the other side, Yinglian is tortured because she couldn't finish her mission. It turns out that her soul is kept in the lotus and the guardian has full control over her. Long story short, Jajin and Xiao Bai arrive at a city where the imperial examination will be conducted. There, the Claman keeps asking people about his brother, Daoren. Night arrives, and all the candidates are registering themselves to the examination. They are examined thoroughly to ensure nobody is keeping a secret note. The next day, all candidates enter the room and prepare themselves for the exam. The exam begins and it continues until midnight. Suddenly, a man claims that he sees ghosts and distracts other candidates, causing him to be brought out of the room. A few moments later, Yinglian appears and pulls Xiao Bai's soul out of his body. She tells him that the ghost of the room will capture a bunch of students' souls, including Jajin's. She adds that this will be the perfect time for him to kill the Claman and obtain the elixir. Jajin's soul meets Daoren, but he suddenly turns into an evil ghost and Xiao Bai comes to help him. They are then trapped, and Jajin is brought to another dimension. Wuxi reveals that Daoren failed too many times in the exam and died in the examination room. Xiao Bai is attacked by evil spirits while Daoren attempts to absorb Jajin's soul. Wuxi sacrifices itself and emits a very bright light, which allows Daoren to remember his past and eliminates all the evil spirits. Before disappearing, Daoren recognizes his brother and tells him that Xiaobai has followed him all the way only to take the elixir of the soul in his body. Xiaobai and Jajin's souls return to their bodies. While eating, the Claman forces Xiaobai to be honest with him and asks him about the elixir of the soul. He's willing to give him the elixir, but Xiaobai needs to help him free Yinglian. The fox spirit then reveals the truth behind the beautiful ghost. She used to be an orphan, abducted by human traders, and was sold as a prostitute. She then committed suicide and transformed into a ghost who eats human hearts and sucks their blood to preserve her beauty. Jajin finally ventured out to propose to Yinglian. At first, she refuses the proposal because she's a ghost and a tree demon. However, the Claman insists that he still wants to marry her, which makes her flattered. She then betrays the foxes and runs away with Jajin. Xiaobai has been waiting for them on the bridge. Yinglian has a good intention to save him from Xiaobai, but Jajin doesn't seem to want to be saved as he keeps protecting the fox spirit. Unfortunately, the demon frog stabs Yinglian from behind. The dying Yinglian brings Jajin with him and runs away. However, it is too late to save her. Before disappearing, Yinglian expresses her gratitude to the innocent scholar. Jajin's heart is broken into pieces because she is the only thing that matters in his life. He's very angry and is very disappointed in Xiaobai because he has been lying all the time. Feeling guilty, Xiaobai attempts to stab himself with the knife, but suddenly a portal appears and sucks him into it. Turns out that the old priest has been observing Xiaobai and prevents him from doing something silly. The chief reveals that the kid who saved his life was Jajin in his previous life. He adds that the white elixir was planted inside the kid's body and must be taken by Xiaobai himself. Long story short, Jajin attempts to find Xiaobai and meets him in the bamboo forest. He apologizes and Jajin sacrifices himself to give the elixir to his best friend. It turns out that Jajin was talking to the guardian, who disguises himself to be Xiaobai. The guardian also states that it is not a white elixir and says that all his effort was useless. The real Xiaobai is very angry and attempts to kill the guardian. They engage in a fight, where the guardian suddenly transforms into a six-tailed fox. He's too strong for Xiaobai and he's beaten to death. Before dying, he recalls his memories with Jajin and touches the black elixir. Suddenly, its color turns into white and Xiaobai transforms into a nine-tailed fox. In this form, he manages to beat his guardian easily and attempts to kill him. However, he remembers about Jajin, who wished him to be a good fox. He changes his mind and the six-tailed fox runs away. Long story short, Jajin is revived and then walks back to his home, where he meets his grandmother. Someday, he meets an injured small fox and decides to bring it home. It turns out that Xiaobai traded his immortality with Jajin's life and is transformed into that small fox. Since then, Jajin and the fox have lived together happily. On the other side, the guardian is captured and locked up in a painting because he's the main culprit behind the death of the junior students. Subscribe to watch more videos like this, turn on notifications, and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.